Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. This will be my last video today. I've been doing one on all my channels, but this is the second one on here because um, I was down near Sheffield yesterday visiting my son. We're down with my granddaughter and the three boys. And my granddaughter was driving. We went down in her car, she was driving, and it was a 2.5 hour. That's my son. His name's Anthony, but we always called him Tony. It's a 2.5 hour drive down to a place called Carlton in Lindrick in Yorkshire. That's somewhere near Worksop. That's where my son lives. And his girlfriend, Steph, her name is. She lives in Sheffield. But we got to my son's first. We didn't know where we were going, whether we were all meeting at my son's or whether we were going on to his girlfriend's house after. But we stopped, went to my son's first. Didn't even have time for a cup of tea or anything. He said, "Oh, we've got another 20-minute drive. We're going somewhere." Sure, she says, "I've just had 2.5 hours driving. We're another 20 minutes." And we were going to somewhere. Steph had some tickets for Steph's daughter as well. She has an almost 13-year-old daughter called Neve and her friend. So there was the three cars. It was me and my granddaughter and the three kids in her car, my son in his car, and Steph in her car. Well, all the way down there, all that got off the kids, the three kids, I were, how much further is it? How much longer? This was every 5 minutes they were asking if we were there yet. And I kept saying, "It's only 5 minutes. Less than the last time you asked." So Cheryl said, seeing as it was only her dad and my son Tony's her dad was in his car, she said to the oldest, Frankie, he's 13, and Tommy, he's 9. "You can go in your granddad's car." So we only had little Eddie in the car with us, and then anyway, we were following Tony, but Cheryl did have the place we were going to on us was on the Google Map things she was using, and my son got too far in front of him. We couldn't follow him, so it's a good job I had the sat nav. But the sat nav didn't take us where we were supposed to be going. And it came up with, we're in the middle of this housing estate. And it said you were at your destination now. And I says to Cheryl, I says, "This can't be the place." I'm going to tell you where it was. I'll look at my phone and tell you where it was, where we were going to. It was a theme park. I'll see if I can find it in here. Oh, yes, here it is. We were going to somewhere called Gulliver's Valley. Gulliver's Valley, a theme park, is located just outside Sheffield in Rotherham, making it a very close option for visitors from the city. This family-friendly park is designed for young children and features a variety of rides and attractions, including themed areas like Smuggler's Wharf and the Lost World of the Living Dinosaurs, as well as indoor play areas and themed accommodation. So that's where we were going. Steph had some tickets. She's a school teacher. I don't know how she gets the tickets, but she gets the tickets anyway, and it wasn't costing anything for all of us to go there. But the kids thoroughly enjoyed themselves there. But like I'm saying, we ended up in this housing estate. So I said to Sharon, "I better phone your dad and see if find out," I said, because that's what the postcode the sat nav gave you for the place. So we phoned my son, talking to him, and I was laughing. He says, "We know exactly where you are." We forgot that Cheryl's oldest son has a phone, and Cheryl has a thing on both the phones so both of them can see on their phone where each other is. She's we've been following you on the map on my phone. She's wondering where on earth you were going. So we found we got another postcode to put in, and then it took us to where they were. It was only a few minutes away from where we were. I don't know why we ended up where we were, but I've done one or two little videos to show you some of the places there. So I'm going to stop this video and let you have a look at some of the things, the attractions that the kids were going on. Yeah, that thing's going up and down in the air again over there. Oh yeah, I can just see the back of your Frankie there.
Little face.
Well, he's game for the bigger things and not the little ones, is he?
Don't like the bigger right.
It's slow up the top there, isn't it?
Hanging on for dear life, like.
You don't want to go on it, or the dinosaur bit. Cheryl don't look.
So that was my day yesterday. And after the Gulliver's theme park, we went to Steph's for a meal, and we were there. We left about 7:30 to come back home again, and Cheryl was driving along and just keeps saying, I don't know if I'm on the right road, Nana. I says, you're on the right road, Cheryl. I says, we're on the M1. I says, we were merging now onto the A1. I says, we'll be on the A19 by the time we come up to the tributaries, but I haven't seen the thing anywhere that says the time tunnel. I says, we have. I says, we're past a couple of signs that said the time tunnel, so many miles, And it was raining, the heavier the rain, it was heavy at times, but we got home about 10 o'clock, so I had been doing a little bit crochet while I was in the car, going down, not coming back because it was dark. Got dark pretty quick coming back, so I wouldn't be able to see what I was doing properly, and I don't think I could be bothered by that time anyway. Like, we're just busy chatting to Cheryl, telling the kids to shut their eyes and go to sleep because they kept asking again, "Are we nearly home yet?" I was going to kill them by the time we got back home. Like, kids have just got no concept of time at all. They kept asking every 5 minutes. And I says, I was happy. I says, when we come to the time tunnel, I says, look, we're going through the tunnel. I says, then in a few minutes you'll be home. I just got straight out of Cheryl's car and straight into mine and went straight home and sat down and relaxed. I couldn't even be bothered to do any knitting or, just sitting in the car tires you out, actually. And there was a lot of idiots on the road, and Cheryl thought there was something wrong with her car. At first, there was somebody behind her. They must have been flashing the lights at each other. And we thought they were flashing at Cheryl's and think there was something wrong with her car. And so I said to Cheryl, I says, watch it. If there's something wrong with the car, I says, somebody else will flash you. I says, because they were behind and they kept flashing. They were flashing at each other. Idiots. So anyway, today, after I've been doing this, it's all finished. The knitting's all finished and I'm busy sewing it. I've got one sleeve sewn in. The shoulder's done, one sleeve sewn in, but I'm not doing any more sewing on that because I don't sew over night time. Because I can't watch things on my computer and sew at the same time. I can knit. I don't have to see what I'm doing. I don't have to keep looking down at what I'm doing when I'm knitting. But I do when I'm sewing and when I'm crocheting. So I'm not leaving the rest until tomorrow. So I thought, I've got my own. I've never done any of this for ages. So I'm busy transferring it because I've been using these long needles for the body part because of it being wide, These are the ones, the metal ones with the cables that I made. They're cut in half and put beads on the the end. But I don't need them that long now, so I'm just putting them onto the smaller circular needle to do the rest of the back. And hopefully I'll get a bit more knitting done on this. And tomorrow I am going to a knit and nutter between 1 and 3 o'clock. I will have to message Molly because I did ask her if she wanted to come. My friend Anne's not coming because she wants me to go first to test the water, sort of. She's not as interested in knitting as I am, so she probably won't go anytime anyway. But I did ask Molly because Molly likes to knit, but Molly wasn't sure. I said I would ring her tomorrow before I go there to find out whether she wants me to pick her up or not, because I have been looking for somewhere like that, but I wanted one like that one that was in the afternoon. It's between 1 and 3. There is a couple I've seen in the area that I live in, but they're in the mornings, and I don't want one in the mornings. I want one in the afternoon. So I will let you all in what that's about tomorrow. So anyway, I'm going to do what I can of my own. Put that needle down there for a while. Going to do some of my own for a change. And I've picked up this wool and it's just a massive... Good job there's only a little bit of that ball left, like, because if it was a large one it would have been a right tangle. But I'm going to have to untangle that to get the... It's with it lifting it in and out of the bag that many times, and when I was looking for other things and it ended up all in a tangle like that. So this is definitely my last video tonight. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all again. So bye for now.